Just bear with me for a second. Trying to get things set up here. All right. I think I have things on the go here. All right, sorry about that. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Oh, I have a bit of feedback. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so today we are going to be having a play with a stamp set that will be coming out in the January-February 2022 celebration. This is called Friendly Hello, and it is a free bundle with a $120 order, and it includes this stamp set, which I have stamped out for you here so that you can see the different pieces. And sorry, I stamped that greeting upside down, but you get the gist of it. And it also includes a coordinating pack of DSP. So that's what we're going to be using today. And I've pulled the new iridescent basic rhinestone jewels. I know those are hard to see on camera, but they're basic rhinestones, but they're iridescent instead of silver or pearls. So we're going to be using those. And here off to the side, I have the measurements that we're going to be using for today's card. I have basic white that is 8.5 by 5.5, and that is scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of the Hello, what's it called? Friendly Hello DSP, and I chose this piece. I think that's gorgeous. And of course they're double-sided. They're all gorgeous. Then I have a piece of basic white that's 2.5 by 4 1/4. Two pieces of basic black that are 1 1/8 by 3 3/4. And we're going to be using some Stampin' blends in Pool Party, Fresh Freesia, and Soft Suede, some Memento ink, and some Pool Party ink. Okay, so we're going to get started. First thing we're going to do is we are going to put this piece of gorgeous DSP on our card front. Oops, like so. Just like so. All right. Now we are going to take this piece and we're going to do some stamping. I am going to grab some blocks and load up some stamps. I'm going to use that little guy. I'm going to use this guy. And of course I have to use this gorgeous bird. And I think that's it. Now I'm going to grab my Memento black ink, and we are going to grab a foam mat so that we have some cushion, and our Memento black ink. And actually I am also going to grab, I wasn't quite prepared. I'm going to grab one of these small grid papers, and I'm going to protect my foam mat because I don't want to stamp on my mat. All right, there we go. So I am going to stamp my word hello in black, and I'm wondering perhaps perhaps I'm going to switch this up. I am going to put this into my Stamparatus, and I'll tell you why. Because I like my greetings really, really nice and crisp and dark, and I don't think I'm going to get it nice and crisp and dark unless I have it in here, to be honest. So I'm just going to load this up in here like so, and I'm going to clean that stamp. Oops, some embellishments along the ride there. We will clean that stamp, and then we're just going to put it so that the hello is down at the bottom, but just the hello. I don't want anything else. Okay, so we're going to pick this up, maybe, and now I'm going to use my black ink and I'm going to load up. I know this is off camera, but I've got my camera zoomed in today so that you can see better. So I'm just taking a cloth, and I don't have any post-it notes handy or I'd be using them. And we may have a little bit there that I missed. We do, but that's okay. I am not going to sweat the small stuff. Life is way too short to sweat the small stuff. And I'm just trying to remove ink from where I don't want it to be. And I'm going to stamp it again. All right, I am happy with that. We'll take that stamp off and we'll clean up our plate here. And seeing as I have this here, I think I'm going to stamp my bird while I'm at it. Just like so. And I'm using the same Memento black ink because we're going to be using our Stampin' Blend markers, which are alcohol markers. We need to have this Memento black ink. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I love, 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 love this stamp. All right, I'm happy with that. We'll remove that one. And I'm going to move this. And I'm just going to put this one here over so that we can carry on that spray. And I don't know if this flower is exactly the same, but I'm sure it's going to work. Look at that. Close enough. All right, we'll peel that one off and put that over there to be cleaned later. And we have our panel. Okay, now I'm going to put the cover on my ink pad and put that away. And I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, maybe, and see if I can trim this down just a titch so that I can remove that little dot that I have on there that's bothering me. Let's see what I can do. There we go. Crisis averted. All right, so now we're going to bring in our stamping blends. And I'm going to do my bird in Pool Party. And what did I do with that piece of paper? I'm going to bring that in to protect my surface. And with this Pool Party, I am going to do the top of his head, under his, around the front of his breast, and the feathers on his wings, and a little bit of his tail with the dark Pool Party. And then I'm going to grab the light Pool Party and blend it all together. Something like that. All right, now I'm going to grab light soft suede to do the branch on the tree. And you'll see this little piece of paper here. I was just testing some colors prior to the video to see which colors I wanted to use for the leaves, etc., and the branch. So I chose the light soft suede. I like it best when these are completely dry. And I'm not quite sure yet what green I'm going to use, but I'm going to use fresh freesia for the flowers. And I think I might use just a hint of light mango melody in the flower centers. So that was an afterthought. And then I'm going to take the dark fresh freesia and do where the lines are and close to the center of the flower. And as you can tell, I'm not taking any great care when I'm doing this coloring. I'm just basically whopping the color right on there. All right, that was my dark fresh freesia. Now I'm going to take the light fresh freesia and I'm going to blend that all together. As you can tell, these markers do all the hard work for us. It blends so that we don't have any ugly lines where the colors overlap. It just blends beautifully. All right. The end is in sight, my friends. Just going to get these petals colored. And now we need to choose a green. So to do that, I'm going to lay this card on here, and I'm going to take this. I think the soft succulent and the just jade are too close to the Pool Party, so I think I'm going to go with the light granny apple green for the leaves. And of course I chose the dark one. Heavens to Bitsy. All right. And of course, the way these darker leaves are done, it's really easy to color them I'm going to switch to the fine tip for these leaves down here. There we go. And I don't know, but my bird's looking a little flat. I think I'm going to take a little bit of gray granite and I'm going to put some darker blends in here. And then I'm going to take that Pool Party light and blend it out. I don't like the flat look of that bird. That's much better for me. Much, much better. I like a little bit of dimension. All right, so that can go in the garbage. Okay, so there's one more stamp in here, and it's this little speckle stamp. It's this one right here. I am going to take that, and I'm going to add some speckles here and there. And I think I'm going to use Pool Party for that. I'm hoping that this is the right decision. There's only one way to tell, and that's to do it. So I am going to just grab the bull by the horns and stamp. Just got ink on my finger. Now I need to get some right in here, but I don't want it on my bird. So I'm going to do this, protect the bird, and get some dots in there. Just a little bit around the flower here and I will be happy. Oh, I like that. It kind of took some of the whiteness off that, you know what I mean? Gave it a bit more of a finished look. All right, we're going to bring our card back in. And we could easily do that. But I have brought in, I just got these out of my scrap bin, a couple of pieces of black DSP, and I'm just going to pop this back behind here as if there were another layer back there, just to kind of frame it out and give it just a wee bit of interest. And I don't want it real big, but I want you to notice it, so we'll go something like that. And then we're going to do the same thing with this bottom piece. We'll put some adhesive on here and frame it out something like that. Trying to make it square as I can. All right, cool beans. Now we'll get some dimensionals and we will put this baby together. those little paper backings off. Maybe. And bring our card back in. Make sure we get it opening correctly. And we're going to pop this right in the middle. See what a difference that black makes? Love it. All right, so now we're going to pull out these iridescent rhinestones. And I'm going to grab my pick tool. And let's put a few of these. Oh, look, it's picking up the purple. I guess it's freesia, but you know what I'm saying. Well, well, well. Give me the other end of that pick tool before I go crazy. I'll put one down here. And one more up there. There we go. And those are the iridescent rhinestones. Now, I'm not going to add anything else to this card. I think it's simply beautiful, just exactly the way it is. And I love it. You can see where I put the gray granite in here and then mixed it with the pool party. It actually has a little bit of a purple hue. So it kind of goes with the fresh freesia. It's kind of cool. All right, that, my friends, is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek. This will be coming to your way January 3rd. So if you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can contact me anytime at andersonshell@gmail.com. And that's my email address right here. You can also see my projects on my blog, shellscreativecorner.blogspot.com. Thanks for joining me. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.